So thank you very much, Nelson, for sharing your experience at primary level, secondary, and mainly at the university, both the positive ones and the negative ones. But I'm just wondering, you know, with the COVID-19, things have really moved online. Most of the things are being done online. Technology has really kicked off. So I'm not sure, has the university maybe thought about involving technology, maybe when it comes to mainly exams, so that persons with disabilities do not pass through all these challenges you've talked about?
Okay, that is a very good question. Yeah, and I would like to respond to it by just noting that as much as technology is on its way and it is inevitable
Yeah,
as far as progress of students is concerned,
yeah,
you majority of the universities have not fully embraced technology, especially when it comes to helping persons with disabilities.
yeah,
Because in the first place, you find that now learning almost 60% has gone online.
yeah,
This means that all the online platforms have to be very much accessible
yeah,
for everyone, to accommodate even persons with disabilities.
yeah,
Now, you see, any websites are not accessibility friendly in such that for we who rely on screen readers,
yeah,
so that we can able to access the site fully and get and benefit from the content being offered,
yeah,
just as our fellow regular students. And then at least for platforms like Zoom, Google Meet, Skype, these sites are accessible because you see, for Europeans, when they design products,
yeah,
especially these international products, they are always accessibility considerate. In contrast to our universities here, maybe the excuse has been low funding from the government, maybe
yeah,
to carry out research on matters accessibility and how they can help the blind
yeah,
and all that. So you see that we still have to do a lot of paperwork. That is doing exams in braille,
yeah,
and that now that will mean that we will always have to get our feedback quite late after others have received theirs.
yeah,
Yeah, that is a challenge. But if it is fully embraced, maybe if this university invests in proper and thorough research
yeah.
on how they can help the blind and other disabilities benefit from online content, it will be much, much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand you. So actually you've touched a bit about inclusion,
Yeah.
because all this is about inclusion.
Yes.
So to our viewers, because for me at least I've worked with persons with various disabilities, and I
Yes.
can't say I'm an expert, because
Yes.
I'm also learning.
Yes.
So together with our viewers, maybe you can tell us a bit or highlight some of the things someone needs to put in place to include a person who is blind or a person with visual impairment.
Yeah, one of the modalities that can be best utilized to ensure that we as PWDs
Yeah.
properly benefit from what others are receiving is that, one, you should make environment to be accessible.
Yeah.
And by environment, I mean, environment is a broad spectrum. You can talk of online environment,
Yeah.
physical environment. Yeah, so but therefore you ensure that, especially the online, you make sure that the websites are fully accessible. For the low vision, you can try thinking of how you can maximize and minimize the fonts. You make sure that the content is properly visible, well arranged, well designed.
Yeah.
Then for the blind, you make sure that the screen readers are able to fully read the contents of a web, in such that I, as a person who is blind, when I visit a learning site or a business site,
Yeah.
I'm able to read each and everything that is posted there. Then you also ensure that the graphics
Yeah.
are well labeled. Like there is a rule for web designers. There is what we call the alternative text.
Yeah.
When you post a picture in a web, you must always have at the back of your mind,
Yeah.
always have the picture of a blind person at your fingertips. In fact, that when you post a graphic of maybe a product,
Yeah.
below there or above, you give an illustration. This is a picture of what and what have you.
Yeah.
That is very, very much helpful. So it's like that even if I've skipped a graphic,
Yeah.
but I'll read the text there and understand that, oh, this was a picture of this and this.
Yeah.
Then you also make sure that the environments are good. It is user friendly. I'll not knock myself up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how we can achieve full inclusivity and full accessibility of our environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So you talked about COVID. When COVID came, it actually interfered with your education. So I don't know during that time if you applied some jobs here and there, and if that happened, how was your experience with the job hunting?
Yeah, now for me and matters job seeking, yeah, it was quite challenging. Bearing in mind, for me to move from place to place, from one office to the other,
Yeah.
from one school to the other, I need a guide. This guide has to eat.
Yeah.
This guide has to take some water, because you won't take someone's daughter or son
Yeah.
won't just move you around
Yeah.
doing a job that is not his or hers. Then you expect that he will just be happy. Yeah, that was quite costly, bearing in mind there is no money, no job. Then one thing that I realized, majority of people outside here, outside the disability world, many people aren't informed on how to deal with the blind,
Yeah.
to be specific,
Yeah.
on matters careers. Many don't believe that we are able to do what others can do,
Yeah.
and achieve the same results that they expect. Yeah, so the first question someone would ask you, and how will you work?
Yeah.
Of course, even me understand it's not a bad question, because this is a person who has never interacted with a person who is blind.
Yeah.
So he or she wants you to explain how you will be productive with that disabling condition,
Yeah.
vis-a-vis the results that he expects in his work. So at the end of the day, anyone would lie to you that we'll call you, but even you know that nothing will come after.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but one thing I would really urge the private sector, please we have that kind of understanding that we are able differently,
Yeah.
and we are capable of doing all that is required of us, provided we went to school.
Yeah.
We specialize in various skills that we have.
Yeah.
We are able to perform and give you the same results that you expect.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately, the government that is mandated to be caring for each and every citizen, including PWDs,
Yes.
the government is not fully implementing the 5% law that states that minimum at least 5%
Yeah.
of public service employment must go to persons with disability, and it should be
Yeah.
progressive. That is, it should not stagnate. In any advert they give, in any recruitment they give,
Yeah.
they should always strive to ensure that the 5% minimum rule is really being implemented. Unfortunately, that is not the case. If that was the case,
Yeah.
then majority of us PWDs who have gone to school and have the relevant skills
Yeah.
would have been placed for various jobs. Because for your information, we are not many.
Yeah.
Many of us don't find themselves finishing their academic journey due to obstacles here and there.
Yeah.
Others have given up due to low self-esteem, lack of finance, and disability has always been associated with poverty.
Perverts, yeah.
Yeah, so when you see a few of us
Yeah.
as graduates outside here, it's always good to see how we will be helped realize our maximum potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, you've talked a bit about it's kind of one of the policies
Yes.
that are there in Kenya.
Yes.
But we also have other policies. So maybe, for example, there is maybe a rally.
Yes.
Maybe you are a PWD and you are really into politics.
Yes.
Do you think that these rallies are inclusive? Do they accommodate persons with various disabilities or just any other meeting?
Yeah.
Do you think as Kenyans we are really trying to make sure that we have persons with disabilities on board, or we are still missing something?
You know, I'm sorry to say this, Madam Interviewer.
Yeah.
when many people go for these rallies,
Yeah.
the main thing in question
Yeah.
is what they will come back with after
Yeah.
listening to the politician and heckling and all that. What they expect
Yeah.
is that they will be able to get there maybe 100 shillings, 200 shillings, some 50 shillings.
Yeah.
So people at such rallies, I can assure you, they have nothing, or they have got no vocabulary
Yeah.
at the back of their mind in the name of disability.
Yeah.
When money is thrown, people will wrangle for it like nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So rallies, I can tell you, they aren't disability friendly, and in fact, that is why most of these rallies you will never find PWDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't go there. In fact, for their security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe if politicians are serious, they can also try to have separate rallies,
Yeah.
or even in their major rallies, let them be cognizant of the presence or issues of PWDs.
Yeah.
And that is how the public calls. That is also one way of enlightening the public on matters of disability.
Yeah.
Yes, and then also some PWDs are also engaged in politics. But now the main thing that I just shared with you on the issue of employment.
Yeah.
Many always look at your disability before your ability.
Yeah.
They look at the D's before the R.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that's where we are.
Okay.
But I hope with the time, with public enlightenment, with maybe conferences,
Yeah.
through interviews like this one, the public shall get informed, and maybe they will change their perspective
Yeah.
on matters of disability.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. We hope for the best.
Yeah.
So our show is called The Bold Step.
Yes.
So it mainly covers the steps persons with disabilities and those who work closely with PWDs
Yes.
make towards inclusion.
Yes.
So I know, or I'm assuming in your life you've made several bold steps.
Yes.
So maybe if you can highlight for us one or two that really stands out for you.
Yeah. Like, for instance, like for a person like me,
Yeah.
to get from my comfort zone and defy all the community odds
Yeah.
or beliefs that PWDs are unable to go outside there and look for themselves. I can say that the fact that I've taken a step from my comfort to go and take part in education far away from my rural home in Busia County is a very bold step. The fact that I'm in Nairobi, I'm not with any relative, I'm on my own, hustling for myself, is a bold step that I have taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, the also fact that I've gone through primary education up to the university level
Yeah.
and achieved whatever I have achieved at my capacity
Yeah.
is a very bold step that I've taken.
Yeah.
And then I also have a strong belief in I trust my confidence a lot. Therefore, when people are applying for jobs that have been posted through various sites, you will always find me as an applicant there.
Yeah.
I don't take chances. Yeah, and then also I've been able to gather fellow PWDs. We've formed self-help groups.
Yeah.
so that we help ourselves and also transform the society
Yeah.
through various services that we are in plan to offer, that I'll talk about them later on in a subsequent interview
Yeah.
after this, once things mature up.
Okay.
Yes.
You're always welcome anytime. Just give us a call.
Yes.
We'll be happy to cover any story or anything you have.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, we are so grateful you coming, and I just want to give you some few minutes to talk to our audience. Maybe parting shot. If you have anything,
Yes.
you're free to say it.
Okay, now to our audience who have been faithful listeners of this show, one thing I would like to urge you is that always be positive and tolerant when it comes to handling persons with disabilities. We are just we are just in the same grade. It doesn't mean just lack. It doesn't mean that lack of an organ or the dysfunctioning of an organ mean that we now have to separate. We now have to see each other like, this one is not able to do anything. As far as we are in the same world, we need to coexist rightfully. That simply means all the opportunities that are available, please let us share them equally, having our disabilities in mind, and that is how you will help us progress. And one thing I always believe in, there's a principle of help me help you. For PWDs, we are always ready to tell you, members of the public, how you should help us realize our dreams, provided you will give us a listening ear. So this issue of bypassing us, forgetting about us when it comes to when you formulate your policies, that should stop. And also, provided as far as we will increase interactivity, all shall be well. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nelson.
Yes.
And welcome back anytime you
Yeah.
feel like you have something to share with our viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much, viewers. We ask you to subscribe, like, and share. Remember to tell a friend about this channel for us to learn more about how to include persons with various disabilities in different sectors. Thank you very much.